All right, hey everybody, Ben and Karen here with We Go Fishing, and as if you've been following the channel for any length of time, you know that we moved. We were in deep South Texas and now we're in Southeast Texas, and so we're learning to fish in this area. And this morning is a little bit of a different. Normally we go out and the primary thing is to get on fish, but today is an exploratory trip of a bayou that's right near our house. So we're gonna give this a try. It looks to have some promise to it. So we'll get out there, we'll kind of show you around some things that we think are interesting in the area, and then we'll kind of learn. So if you know something about this area, we'd love to hear from you as well. Or if you know things about fishing bayous, swamps, that sort of thing.
We are definitely gonna be looking for gators.
We are definitely gonna be looking for alligators because we have seen them. They are here. So in any case, we'll see what's out there. Here we go. All right guys, so here we are. We launched from this, there's a pretty decent boat launch here. I guess supposed to be the Orange Cow Bayou boat launch, not really sure. Looks like there's an old bridge over there and some picnic pavilions and things. No bathhouses or anything like that, but still looks like a pretty decent boat launch. Really calm and easy. So we'll head out. Yeah, so we're gonna head out to the main channel. This is a no wake zone. So we'll take it nice and slow on our approach out. Yeah, all right guys, check this out. Going underneath the bridge here. This is kind of cool. It looks like it's a rotating bridge. You can see it's kind of got an axle there that I guess you can open it up to make it so a bigger boat can come through here if need be. I don't know how big a boat that would be, but it can't be very big. Maybe a sailboat or something. But it is kind of cool that old style kind of twist bridge to open up there. And then over here, this was a place they called High Tides, and I was kind of looking forward to coming out here and parking the boat and having something to eat and spending some time here, but unfortunately it was just sold to Chevron. That was an alligator gar right there that just surfaced and bubbled. You probably didn't see him, but in any case, so they sold this, and now they're gonna just kind of demolish it and turn it into a place for Chevron. I think it was Chevron, which is kind of sad because that was gonna be kind of cool, I thought, to spend some time out. But anyway, we're almost to the end of the no wake zone, and then we're gonna take off down the bayou. All right, looks like we're going underneath another bridge here. This one again, it's still that same type of like turn open. You can see the mechanism there a little better. Smaller bridge for smaller highway, but still got that turn mechanism there. All right, here we go. All right guys, good news. Even though we didn't get him in the cast net, it is mullet that is busting here. So that's cool. Right here at the mouth, plenty of mullet that's working. So that's a good thing. That means this water, it has a good salt content. So there's this point. You can see there, that structure over there. Could be holding fish as well. And yeah, looking good. Sand trout.
A sand trout, that's what was getting all your
sand
bait.
Trout. That's what's trying to eat that bait.
Aha.
But sand trout is a bait fish as well. You can use them for bait because they're non-regulated. See, it doesn't have spots. That's one of the things that makes a difference as speckled trout. But that's a good thing. That means trout are in the area because these little guys will also be with bigger guys because they're all a food source. So that's a good sign as well. So good things. We're kind of posted up here again on the back of these islands here, trying to get out of this wind a little bit because the wind is pretty fierce today. Bait sources all around, salt water, good stuff, good stuff. All right guys, just another sampling of the fare in this area. Got a little croaker. Again, just trying to figure out what's in this area. Just caught another little gaff top as well. So everything's been small so far, but at the same time, there's fish around. There's plenty of mullet that's jumping along the shorelines and things. So that's a good sign. This marsh is very healthy, very active, a lot of bait fish and things like that. All right, so we're gonna leave it where we are right now. We're gonna go back up the river. There's some mouths into the other marshes that we wanna check out. So we're gonna head back up the Sabine and say goodbye to Sabine Lake for today. If it was a little bit less rough, that's what we'd be out on, trying to fish around that structure out there. But we're gonna try and hit in some of these inlets into the marsh and see what they got. So far, although here, a lot of little guys sitting on these edges of these channels here. So we'll see what we can find up the river a little bit. All right, guys, well, we came back into this mouth of this marsh, and besides seeing alligators, which is a little unsettling, found a little flounder. Definitely not big enough to keep, but another little guy. So that means that they're in here. So that's also a good sign. So we're catching the species we want to see on an exploratory trip, and then it'll just be like narrowing it down, making sure that we're getting on the size that we want. So here we go. Well, guys, the Sabine River, the marshes and all that, you might get some surprise catches like bass. Apparently, we'll also eat swimming mullet gulps. Did not know that, but that's interesting. Pulled them right out of here, the same bayou we've been fishing where we caught the flounder and the cat gaff tops and everything else. And then all of a sudden, surprise catch, largemouth bass. First bass in a long time, even though he's a LG. All right, guys, well, that is going to be a wrap. We learned a little bit of things about the marsh. We learned a little bit about how far our boat can go. We learned about the types of fish that are in the marsh. Flounder, trout, catfish, bass, all were catches today. So that's kind of a crazy thing. So we've got some work to do and learning a little bit about how this works, but it's beautiful out here. We saw alligators, snakes, wildlife, dolphins, so a lot of wildlife as well, which is pretty incredible too. So thank you for watching. Until next time,
May you always catch your limit.